Your car is a living room, and it's turning into a couch. On the last episode, I was talking about coffee and poor cup holders and cups themselves, but that's not what I was getting at. I was talking about what the coffee represents. I made the bold statement that we should go back to a time where our cars don't have cup holders anymore. Plenty of people messaged, they talked about how great their cup holders were, and cheers to that. And some people messaged about how bad their cup holders were, or the fact that they didn't have cup holders at all. That latter point is what I want to talk about. This is Jeff, RWB. If you haven't checked out his channel before on YouTube, I definitely recommend it. We're waiting on an update for the Hell Z, by the way. The point of why I'm bringing him into this is because here's an image of enjoying a drink before he sets off. The 911 that he owns is a car meant for driving. It doesn't have cup holders. And that brings me to the fact that I lied last week. Vehicles are no longer about the drive. They are about the efficiency, about the traveling time, and about what we do during that time. Look at train commuters. They're a perfect example. Any train commuter that I've ever met has talked about, "You wouldn't believe how much work I got done today. I was able to catch up on my book. I was able to stream the latest episode of Bachelor Housewife Dexter's Laboratory of Sopranosopoly." And that, my friends, is where the car is going. By the time you watch this video, Ford will have released information on its latest Mustang. That's right, one of the most iconic cars of all time is turning into this. Yeah, this is the Mustang Mach-e. And let's be truthful about it, this is an electric SUV. So why did they take the most popular name and stick it on this thing? I'm not getting into that. That's a future episode. The point is what they're doing and how they're advertising it. Yes, it gets more than 300 kilometers of range supposedly, and it will be faster than my supercharged Beamer. I don't want to talk about it. What I actually want to dive in on is the panoramic sunroof. Why? Because features like this and massive screens in the center console are what the whole interior landscape is looking like. When looking up this vehicle, I came across a fantastic quote directly from a journalist. "This is an interior playing up minimalist possibilities." What does that even mean? Is that just fluff? No, unfortunately they're going somewhere with this, and this is what I'm getting at. The interiors of cars are moving towards a full-on couch mentality. Yeah, that's right, I said it, couch mentality. Here's Audi's AI Me concept. Okay, it's not bad looking, but it perfectly embodies the couch mentality. But it's not about the exterior, it's about the interior where you're spending your time. So here are these seats. I don't know whether or not they're going to be comfortable or not, but there's more to it. There's greenery in the roof. Yeah, that's right. Not regular cup holders. These ones are actually magnetic. You're also going to be able to receive food while driving. If that's not distracted, I don't know what is. So why not dive further into the comfort of your interior? Look at the back seat of this thing. It actually looks like a couch. It looks comfortable. I can get on board with that. How do you get away with an interior like this? Well, if you're going to make it comfortable and distracting, someone else has to be doing the driving. And that's where autonomous support comes in. So really, we're moving into making our lives more comfortable and having comfortable interiors. That just makes sense. Daihatsu is already on the train. This is the eco concept. And at first glance, you're like, hey, look, a curvy box. This soft edge box actually shows quite the interior. Sure, you can drive. What about this? You've got 4 seats facing each other, where basically it's like a living room. You can talk, you can accomplish stuff by being together. This perfectly embodies what automakers envision as the autonomous space. Not far behind is the Volkswagen ID Vision concept. When looking at the gallery of this car, this was the only image of the car. More importantly, these are the seats. I mean, those actually look cool and they look comfortable. Extra bonus points for having a coffee in hand. Not that I'm about that. To drive my point home on the future of the vehicle is the Toyota e-Palette Vision. Yeah, that's right. Not a concept, an actual vision. So what we're looking at here is autonomous vehicles, a platform that moves around, and anything on the platform can be changed. So in this case, the top could very well be your favorite shoe store. Comes to you, you make your purchase, figure out what you need. Let's say you have to be somewhere. You got to go to your kid's recital or you got to head over to the latest sports bar. What about the fact that you could get into one of these autonomous vehicles and continue to work remotely while traveling? These could also be fully autonomous couriers. All of these visions are about maximizing our current vehicle network, roads, highways, whatever. Sounds like a train, but better. I want to come back for one hot second to the Mustang Mach-E I was talking about earlier. Amidst all the different things that Ford said about the Mach-E, they actually specifically mentioned the trunk space and how the trunk would be able to be water resistant and had a drain hole so you could wash it down. And it was all about tailgating or camping. So really, the focus on the destination, that hasn't been lost amongst automakers. That's a good thing. With all this focus on the efficiency of travel and the end destination, what actually happens to the select few people who actually want to enjoy the drive? What happens to us?